Hi friends, my name is Milan Tolaria. In this video, we will learn about exercise 6.2 question number 4, 5 and 6. Okay, in previous video we learned up to the question number 3. So right now we are starting with question number 4. Okay, so let's start it with question number 4. First of all, read this question. In the given figure, if PQ parallel ST, in the given figure, if PQ parallel ST, angle PQR is equals to 110 and angle RST is equals to 130, find angle QRS. Okay, again, in the given figure, if PQ parallel ST, just two lines are parallel, angle PQR is 110 and angle RST is 130, we need to find angle QRS. Okay, we need to find angle QRS. Here one hit is given to us. Draw a line parallel to ST. Draw a line parallel to ST through point R. Okay, draw a line parallel to ST through point R. That means here we need to draw one parallel line. Here we need to draw one parallel line to ST through point R. That means like this. Okay, here it is already drawn here. Here we need to draw one line. Okay, so now PQ and ST both are parallel lines. If we draw RX parallel to ST, so alternately these three lines are parallel. Okay, first of all, here what is given to you? These two lines are parallel, and here we drawn this line and this line are parallel. So alternately all these three lines are parallel lines. Okay, so we are given that PQ parallel to ST, angle PQR and RST 110 and 130. We need to find the value of QRS, that means this angle. Okay, we need to draw a line RX that is parallel to line ST. So we get ST parallel to RX. Okay, so here ST and RX both are parallel, and we know that lines parallel to the same line are also parallel to each other. Okay, we know that lines parallel to the same line are also parallel to each other. That means PQ parallel to ST, right? RX is also parallel to ST. So both this line are parallel with the same line ST. So here it is written that they are also parallel to each other. That means PQ parallel to RX. So alternately all these three lines are parallel lines. Okay, first of all these two lines are parallel, which is given to you. We draw one line parallel to ST. So alternately all these three lines are parallel lines. Now we can use the concept of parallel lines. So here we have one Z shape, right? Here we have one Z shape. So these two angles are same, right? We have one Z like this. Here 110. So this is even 110, because in Z shape, that means in alternate interior pair of angles are same. Okay, these two are the alternate interior pair of angles, and alternate interior angles are same. Okay, so this is 110, so this is even 110. So your this angle, that means QRX, it is 110, but here we want only QRS. Okay, we do not want full angle QRX, but we want QRS only. So here first of all we get the value of angle QRX, it is 110. Okay, Z shape is there, so we can write the reason alternate interior angles. So this angle is 110, so this is even 110. Now here if you extend these lines, so here even we have one Z shape. This is even one Z shape, right? Reverse Z. So this angle is 130, so this angle is also 130. Okay, here we have one more alternate interior angles. This one, this is 130, so this is even 130. Okay, if we give here y, so SRY it is 130. Okay, so now alternately, if we extend this line and here y is there, so here we have measurement 110 and here we have measurement 130. Okay, so now if we add all the angles, if we add this 130 plus 110, if we add this 130 plus 110, okay, so here our QRS, it is 2 times, it comes 2 times. Here even we have QRS, here even we have QRS. Okay, so this angle comes 2 times, right? So one time we need to subtract here. Okay, if we add 130 plus 110, so here this angle comes 2 times. Okay, so 130 plus 110 and one time we need to subtract this angle, so it becomes this full angle 180 degree. Okay, again I repeat these things. Here we have one angle 110 and one angle 130. Now if we add these two angles, 130 plus 110, okay, so here this part comes 2 times because QRS angle, it is there in both the angles. So one time we need to subtract here. So subtract QRS, so it becomes 180 degree because this full angle is 180 degree, right? That's why. Now for finding out QRS, we need to transfer it to the right hand side and we need to transfer this 180 to the left hand side. Here first of all 130 plus 110, it's a 240. This 180, if we transfer it to the left hand side, it becomes minus 180 degree. So here we get the value of angle QRS is equals to 240 minus 180. 240 minus 180, so it is 60 degree. Okay, so here we get the answer of QRS is equals to 60 degree. Okay, so here first of all QRX 110. Okay, after that we note that the angles on the same side of transversal are supplementary, so here we can use the concept of supplementary angles too. Okay, here we have two ways. In first way, here this angle is 110 and this is 130. Now if we add the angle, then if we think about this whole angle, okay, so 130 plus 110, in 130 plus 110 angle QRS comes 2 times, right? So one time we need to subtract from here and this full angle is equal to 180 degree. Okay, this is first way. 130 plus 110, 240. We need to transfer this 180 to the left hand side, so it becomes minus 180, and we need to transfer this angle to the right hand side. So finally angle QRS is equal to 240 minus 180 degree, it is 60 degree. Okay, now second way. Here we know this angle 110, right? Now here if we extend this line, so two parallel lines are there, so we can use the concept of transversal. Okay, here this angle and this angle both are interior pair of angles on the same side of transversal, right? These two are the interior pair of angles on the same side of transversal. First of all, here just give the name x. Okay, so x and 130 both are interior pair of angles on the same side of transversal, and we know this property, in the sum of the interior pair of angles on the same side of transversal is equal to 180 degree, right? We already learned these things in our theory part. Sum of interior pair of angles on the same side of transversal is equal to 180 degree. Now for finding out the value of x, we need to transfer this 130 to the right hand side. Okay, so x is equal to 180. Now if we transfer this plus 130 to the right hand side, it becomes minus 130. Okay, so x is equals to 180 minus 130. 180 minus 130, it is 50 degree, right? So our value of x, it is 50 degree. Okay, that means this angle is 50 degree. So here we get the value of this angle 50 degree, and this whole angle is 110. Now we need to find this angle only. Okay, so from angle QRX, that means 110, if we subtract angle SRX, so what is remaining? Angle QRS, right? From this full angle, if we subtract this one angle, so we get this angle. Okay, and that we want QRS, right? Again, we have the full angle 110, right? Now if we subtract this angle 50 degree, so remaining it is 60 degree, right? QRS. So in this way we can find the value of QRX. So here angle QRX, that means this full angle, minus SRX, that means this one. So we get the value of angle QRS, that means this one angle. Okay, so here 110, here 50 degree. So angle QRX is equals to 110 minus 50 degree, answer is 60 degree. So in both this way we get the same answer, 60 degree. Okay, so here these two are the interior pair of angles on the same side of transversal. Okay, so from here we get the value of angle SRX is equals to 50 degree, this one. Now from the figure, QRX is equals to SRX plus QRS, right? QRX, it is addition of these two angles, right? This full angle QRX is the addition of these two angles. Okay, so that is written here. Now QRX, we know the value 110, SRX that we find out right now 50 degree, and QRS that we need to find. So transfer this 50 degree to the left hand side, it becomes negative. So 110 minus 50, 60 degree. Okay, here we have such a this type of figure, right? Here we have 110, so this is even 110. Now here we have 130 degree, so this is 50 degree, because addition of these two angles is 180 degree. Now in 110, if this one is 50 degree, so remaining is 60 degree, and that we need to find here. Okay, after that, question number 5. First of all, read this question. In the given figure, if AB parallel to CD, that means these two lines are parallel lines. Here angle APQ is equals to 50 degree. Angle APQ is equals to 50 degree, and angle PRD is equals to 127. This is 50, this is 127. Find x and y. That means we need to find this x and this y. Okay, so here we need to find the value of angle x and angle y. Here first of all, these two lines are parallel lines, that is given to you. Okay, now first of all we can easily find the value of x. Okay, because here we have one z shape, right? Here we have one z shape, so this angle is 50 degree, right? So this is even 50 degree. Now which pair of angles are here? Alternate interior angles, right? Reason is alternate interior angles, and both are same. So if one is 50 degree, so second one it is also 50 degree. So from here we can directly get the value of x. X is equals to 50 degree. Okay, so here we have one z shape, this is 50 degree, so this is even 50 degree. So here our value of x is equals to 50 degree. And when we can use this concept, if these two lines are parallel lines, but that is already given to you in the equation, these two lines are parallel lines. Okay, for alternate interior angles we want two parallel lines, but it is already given in the equation AB parallel to CD. Okay, now after that we need to find the value of y. Okay, now for finding out the value of y, we have lots of way. Now from 127 we can find this angle x that we already know, and we know that addition of three angles of a triangle is equals to 180 degree. Okay, in this way even we can find the value of y, but here we have one simple way, because here one z is that, right? Reverse z. Here also we have one z, right? Now we know this angle 127. Okay, this angle is 127, so this angle it is also 127. Okay, reason is alternate interior angles, right? Here we have one z shape, so this is 127, so this is even 127, and we need to write the reason alternate interior angles. Okay, now from here we get the angle 127. Now 127 is the addition of two angles 50 and y, right? Here angle 127, it is addition of two angles 50 and y, so 127 is equals to 50 plus y. 127 is equals to 50 plus y. Now for finding out the value of y, just transfer this 50 to the left hand side, so it becomes negative. So 127 minus 50 is equals to y. So y is equals to 127 minus 50. 127 minus 50, so here 7 and 7, so 7. So from here we will get the value of y, it is 77 degree. Okay, again here we have one z, so this is 127, so this is even 127. Okay, now this 127 is the addition of two angles 50 plus y. Okay, so here 50 plus y. Now for finding out the value of y, we need to transfer this 50 to the left hand side, so it becomes negative. Okay, so 127 minus 50 degree is equals to y, so y is equals to 127 minus 50, 77 degree. Okay, first of all here we have one z, this is 50, so this is even 50. Now here we have z, this is 127, so this is even 127. Here we have 50 and y, so 50 plus y, 127, so y is equals to 127 minus 50, 77 degree. Okay, in this way we will get the value of x and y. After that, question number 6. Here first of all, I read this question. In the given figure, PQ and RS are two mirrors. PQ and RS are two mirrors placed parallel to each other. So these two mirrors are parallel. And incident ray AB strikes the mirror PQ. Okay, first of all, incident ray AB strike the mirror PQ at B. Okay, the reflected ray moves along the path BC, this one, path BC, and strike the mirror RS at point C, and again reflects back along CD. Okay, again reflect back along the direction CD. Prove that AB parallel to CD. Okay, here we need to prove AB parallel to CD. Okay, in the given figure, PQ and RS are two mirrors placed parallel to each other. So these two are the mirrors which are parallel to each other. Okay, and an incident ray AB strike the mirror PQ at point B. After that, moves along the path BC and strike the mirror RS at point C, and again reflects back along CD. Prove that AB parallel to CD. Okay, that means here we need to prove these two lines are parallel. Okay, so students, here we are using the concept of alternate interior angles. What is the alternate interior angles? Okay, Z shape is there. That means if these two lines are parallel, so these two angles are same. Again, if these two lines are parallel, then these two interior angles are same. But here we use the reverse concept. Okay, here we use the reverse concept. That means if these two angles are same, then definitely these two lines are parallel. Okay, actual concept is what? If these two lines are parallel, then these two angles are same. But here we are using the concept if these two angles are same, then these two lines are parallel. Okay, so here we just try that these two angles become same. If these two angles are same, so definitely here Z shape is there, so these two lines must be parallel. Okay, because when these two angles are same, if these two lines are parallel, then only these two angles are same, alternate interior angles. So here we are using the reverse way. If these two angles are same, so these two lines are parallel lines. Okay, so first of all, from B draw one perpendicular lines, and from C draw one perpendicular lines. Okay, first of all, from B draw one perpendicular line, that means 90-degree angle, and here even draw one perpendicular line, perpendicular ray, which makes 90-degree. Okay, this is our construction work. Here this things is not given in the equation, but we need to construct this. So we need to draw this perpendicular lines from point B and from point C. Okay, so we are given that PQ and RS are two mirrors that are parallel to each other. We are given that PQ and RS are two mirrors that are parallel to each other. We need to prove that AB parallel CD. Okay, now let us draw line BX, that means this one, and CY, that means this one, that are parallel to each other to get AB parallel to CD. Okay, here we need to draw two perpendiculars BX and CY. Okay, so that these two lines becomes parallel lines. Okay, because both makes 90-degree angles. Okay, so both are parallel. So here we need to draw two parallel lines from point B and C. Okay, so here we construct here BX parallel to CY. Okay, here by the construction BX parallel to CY. Now first of all, we know that according to the law of reflection, according to the law of reflection, here first of all, our AB, it is incident ray, right? We know the angle of reflection, that incident ray makes equal angle with the perpendicular. Okay, incident ray and reflected ray both are making the equal angles with the perpendiculars. Okay, so here perpendicular line, it is this BX. So incident ray makes here one angle with the perpendicular, and reflected ray, that means BC, makes here one angle with the perpendicular. So these two angles are same. Okay, again incident ray and reflected ray both are making the equal angle with the perpendicular. So here theta and here even theta, that means these two angles are same, right? This is the law of reflection. Incident and reflected both the rays makes equal angle with the perpendicular. So these two angles are same. That means angle ABX is equal to angle CBX. ABX, that means this one, and CBX, that means this one. So these two angles are same. Now here even this is incident ray and this is reflected ray. Both are making equal angle with the perpendicular. That means these two angles. Okay, so here even these two angles are same. Okay, this is perpendicular line, this is incident ray, reflected ray, both are making equal angle with the perpendicular. So here theta and here even theta. It means angle BCY, this angle, and angle DCY, that means this angle, both this angle are same. Okay, incident ray and reflected ray makes the equal angle with the perpendicular. So first of all, here these two angles are same, and here even these two angles are same. So angle ABX is equal to angle CBX, and here angle BCY is equal to angle DCY. Now one more thing, here these two lines are parallel lines and perpendiculars too, right? These two lines are parallel lines. Okay, here we need to prove that AB parallel to CD, but these two are the already parallel lines because by construction, right? So here we can use the concept of Z. This makes one Z, and these two lines are parallel, so these two angles are same, right? Alternate interior angles are same because here by construction we draw these two lines are parallel. So here we have one Z shape, right? So these two angles are same, and reason is alternate interior angles. Okay, so this angle, it is angle BCY and CBX, right? These two angles, first of all BCY, that means this angle, and CBX, that means this angle, both this angle are same. Reason is alternate interior angles. Okay, now here if we look at this things very carefully, here ABX is CBX, ABX and CBX both are equal theta, and here even theta. Okay, this is our assumption. For simplicity, give the x here, this angle x and this angle x. Now read this line, angle BCY and CBX both are equal, that means this angle and this angle both are equal. This is x, so this is even x, and here we written that these two angles are same. Okay, angle BCY is equal to DCY. So if this is x, so this is even x. Alternately, all the four angles are same. All angles have the same measurement. Okay, again, now here we have three statement. Okay, first of all, ABX is equal to CBX. That means these two angles are same. If this is x, so this is even x. Now second statement, these two angles are same. Angle BCY is equal to CBX. So this is x, so this is even x. Now our third statement, BCY is equal to DCY. Okay, that means these two angles are same. This is x, so this is even x. So alternately, all these four angles are same. Okay, alternately we can write here all the four angles are same. So here angle ABX is equal to angle CBX is equal to angle BCY is equal to angle DCY. Okay, all these four angles are same. Now here what we need to prove, these two angles are same. Okay, if these two angles are same, so definitely these two lines are parallel lines. So first of all we need to think about this whole angle ABC. Okay, if we write this angle ABC, so it is the addition of these two small angles. Okay, this full angle ABC, it is addition of these two angles. Okay, so this is your ABX and this is your CBX. Okay, so angle ABC, it is the addition of angle ABX plus angle CBX. Okay, we have this type of angle, right? A, B, C and X. So this full angle ABC, it is the addition of these two small angles, right? So this is your ABX and this is your CBX. So ABC is equal to ABX plus CBX. After that, second angle that we need to prove here, DCB, this full angle, it is even the addition of these two small angles, right? DCB, it is addition of these two angles. So addition of BCY and DCY. Okay, so this full angle BCD, it is the addition of DCY and BCY. Okay, here we have B, C, D and Y. So this full angle, it is the addition of this angle and this angle. So first one is BCY and DCY. Okay, So angle ABC is equal to angle ABX plus CBX, and angle DCB is equal to angle BCY plus DCY. Now all these four angles are same that we already written here, right? All these four angles are same. So definitely addition of these two angles are same, right? Because here ABX is equal to BCY and CBX is equal to DCY. So alternately right hand side are same. So we can write that left hand side are also same. Okay, here right hand side are same, so left hand side are also same. It means angle ABC is equal to angle DCB. Okay, angle ABC is equal to angle DCB. So that we need to prove here these two angles are equal. These two angles are equal. So from that we can write these two lines are parallel lines. That means AB parallel CD. So at last we can write this from the figure. From the figure, we can conclude that angle ABC and angle DCB form a pair of alternate interior angles corresponding to the lines AB and CD and transversal BC. Therefore, we can conclude that AB parallel CD. Okay, ABC and DCB forms alternate interior angles, that means Z shape, corresponding to AB and CD and transversal BC. So AB parallel CD. That means here we are using the reverse thing. These two angles are same, so these two lines are parallel lines. Okay, again we quickly repeat these things. First of all, we need to draw these two perpendiculars. Okay, now we know one theorem, one law. It is law of reflection. Incident and reflected both the ray makes the equal angle with the perpendicular. So these two angles are same and these two angles are same. Okay, so ABX is equal to CBX and BCY is equal to DCY. Now here we have one Z, so these two angles are same. Angle BCY is equal to angle CBX. Okay, now these two angles are same, these two angles are same, and these two angles are same. Alternately all the four angles are same. Okay, after that we need to write this full angle ABC. It is the addition of this two angle, and we need to write this BCD. It is the addition of these two small angles, but all the four parts are same, so these two angles are same. Okay, if these two angles are same, so these two lines are parallel. Okay, so students, here our exercise 6.2 is complete. If you have any doubt in this exercise, please write down in comment section. I will give you the answer. Okay, thank you.